me show you. So a lot of times when you want to, yeah, when you want to get good at that position, man, I used to be a pain in the ass doing that. Yeah, I won some matches with this sweep. We used to call the pawn shop sweep because we always use it and we're so bullshit. So a lot of times when you're trying to do bump sweep, you guys are focused too much on sitting here and not using hip. I always use my hip, even from the guard, just doing this. It takes you off balance. So what I said by that position is because I would go here and literally do that on the person. So as you try to push back, come back. See how hard it is. So you can do it from here. See, I let it go, the hand, or I can keep it. But get used to it of not always trying to pull the guy towards you, but get your posture. Start trying to open the guard. See, as you're going back, go ahead. You see what I'm saying? It's not always done of you coming at me, but sometimes I like doing when the guy's going away from me.
Okay. So you always pull in and then angle it
Yeah.
after.
So I'm here and you go knee the tailbone, go. You already gave me that side. Yeah. So this is the first thing you always gotta try to do. If they are trying to open your guard on the floor, it's easy to do those positions. If they're trying to stand up, you gotta prevent them from standing up first. Okay? So if you have a really good, start standing up there. So see how the weight is on your hands already? And then you're gonna start breaking your posture. Start making you do this, because now you're gonna start palm with your hands. Go ahead. That's when you're gonna come in. Come on. So you can't, it's very hard to slap the hands. It works in theory, but you always meet the guy halfway through.
Okay.
So do this. Lisa, come here. Even with her, it doesn't matter. Empty guard. So Lisa, hands on his chest. Put your legs up and stand up. Go. Okay, go back. So feel the difference. You're not gonna use your arms. So once she stands up, suck your knee to your chest. Okay, so next time she tries to do that, once you feel that she's like really trying hard to come up, that's when you push the arms and go under her, forcing her to try to go under your arm again. Nice. Now Lisa's gonna try to recover her position. Mom. Now which side would you go? No. See your right hand? It's already kind of coming under her arm there. Put your right hand like it's gonna come around under her arm. Right hand. Like it's gonna come over, all the way over. Like under her arm and over all the way here. Now throw your hip, extend your hip and bring it to this side. Just one extension. Place your foot on the floor if you want. Push your hip. So I want you to do that and with your guard closed. So all you're really doing is extending your hip and pushing to the opposite side. So do it again. Don't worry, you get it. She's gonna feel like completely off balance. I will do it on her after, but I just want you to figure it out. See, Lisa's trying to reorganize her balance. Go back, get the pommel again, get your hands inside. Suck her into you. Lock her out. Okay, Lisa's gonna push back. Once you push back, which side she's gonna lean, she's gonna tell you where you're gonna do that hip.
If you lean this, I go that way.
So look where she's leaning as she push. Push back, Lisa. Extend your hip right here. Yes, and now you can clear your hand. And if she tries to come back, she'll be between that bone.
So whichever she's leaning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because you always lean there, Chung. Like, you don't come over here with me. It's just because it's hard. There's a size difference there. So if here comes the police. So if I'm here, start getting your position back. See how I'm already. I can feel where your weight is. Okay. So what I'm saying is, whatever side they're going, follow with your hip gotta be there. Okay. So you can go from here and extend your hip, or if you think that's too hard, at least move your hip here so he doesn't come at you as you're coming out. Come towards me.
Right.
See how I keep you away? Okay, and then this, then that. So you gotta block. She can't come close to you. Once you choose to do that, come. Right. And then I'm still going that way more. Like I'm not going back and throwing my leg and constantly going towards the person. Okay. That's why that position is not done. I don't like doing like this and trying to sit up. I like going back. So go open into the tailbone, go. See, same pressure, the arm, same hand position. I'm already kind of setting up. As you start recovering the hands, go ahead. You know how it's hard to stop my hip? You're coming towards me.
Yep.
See? And that's the thing, you can always back up and that triangle is right there. But it's really focusing on, come here, Lisa. See if you can see it. I'll guide you here, Lisa. So have one hand in front and one hand on the hip. Let's say you're doing knee to tailbone. So yeah, go through your knee to tailbone, go ahead. So if I choose to go to that side, which would be easier to go that way. But if I go here, as soon as I get here, push me back, Lisa. No, you come towards me. So you're gonna feel my hip engage already. You don't wanna do this. Push me back. Come forward. See how you're falling? So go ahead, knee to tailbone. She tries to do, I'm gonna keep it here. See, you physically grab me and try to push me back. So my hip is engaged.
Okay.
And then I grab and then I go again. So I'm always going that way.
So you can even do it on your elbow then.
Yeah, but your hip is what's gonna stop.
Yeah, the hip.
It's not sitting up and getting
Right.
that chance of finding, you know, oh, this, it works sometimes.
Yeah,
Not
it
every
seems like
time.
such a big space to sit all the way up and then reach over. Like this.
Try to do it on Lisa, and Lisa, feel if you can feel like that. So when you come with the hand, so you're pushing like this, you can literally just try to throw your chest at him. Like it's just trying to put his back on the ground. But go through your knee and the tailbone. So don't worry about the grip. Remember, you see this? Don't worry about the grip. Go back. Even if she has that arm straight, straighten your right arm, Lisa. She does everything right. Go ahead. Once she gets there, extend your hip. Now bring your hip over her hip. Do a little bump. Yes. Now that's it. I want to see her coming back. Come back now. And now just stop. So instead of pulling, always grab so she can come back and go after her. Don't just pull and think that less is gonna happen because I've seen her like up and lose the position. And you get in a foot lock because you're not going after the guy. You're kind of just trying to turn. Do it again. You're gonna understand what I'm saying. That hip direction, you don't even have to suck her in. Just let her go all the way back. And then in the end, you just, before you go, you just bring her, project your hip that way. It's right there. Extend your hip first. Yes. And now she's gonna try to come at you. Perfect. You can post that foot too. You don't have to keep it bar completely closed. That left foot goes on the floor, same thing, it still traps her. Because you're engaging her. Like everything's tight here. There's no space. She's not gonna take her leg out.
It's really hard.
Well, if your legs closed, you're doing that well. She knows what you're gonna do. So you see how Lisa kind of one time disengaged, put her hand on the floor? That's when you move up and try. You don't need to chase if the hand gets too far. You kind of go back and try again. But I don't want to see you overpowering her with, you know, with muscle. I just want you to block her in a position. She's like, God damn, I want to get out of here. It's right there. No, see how you're using your hand? Extend your hip. Extend your pelvis completely, like you're going back. Yes. Now put your left foot on the floor. That way you can rest your hip. Now come back, please. See? You gotta just stiff it up, and you're just losing that timing. Come here, Lisa, like do this side. So she's going. Go ahead. Like right there. As soon as she goes back, I get my hip and move. But if I take the foot, it's the same thing. Hip still here. So keep pushing me back. And here you're literally free to take that leg out. Boom, triangle right there. But you need that elbow in proximity of your knee so you can actually move that leg strong. You know, if you're too spread out, you're gonna be hard doing that. Try to do exactly that. If Lisa even pulls her hand away, back in the triangle. Yeah, but don't pull. Remember, this is the extension. The pull is for the other side. I'm gonna show you how to do the other side too. Because the other side is, as she's going into that knee, you drop her hip to this way. She's gonna come up, drop your hip to the other side. No, the other way, suck your knees this way. And lean back that way. Yes. Same thing, keep your hip engaged. Stay there, at least it's right to come. And now hands just like hand glide and just start turning your hip. That's it. That's how much power you're gonna have with the hip when you learn how to do side to side. You can always try both sides.
So you're just like extending and then turning?
Yeah, it's because remember when we do knee the tailbone and say never lean forward, always go back. Every time you guys lean forward, come here. every time you guys lean forward, I can move my legs here, so I can kind of turn whatever I want. So come up, I can do this, that lateral movement. Okay, so that's why I'm usually tell you guys just go straight back, because you keep your butt down, go straight back, you keep adjust, that's it. Okay, but as you keep adjusting the position, I might sit because I'm so big. Now she's gonna try to push me back here, and I might bring my hip to the other side. So you know what I mean? Like you can use your hip different ways. But I love doing the hip to this side when I'm gripping opposite grip. So the person's here, okay, and then just this. Come up. See how the hip is engaged? And then the same thing, step. Come up. But you gotta squeeze those legs. Go. We'll do that position too. So get in the guard. So these are normal grip, and then you're just gonna grip opposite lapel. That's it. And all you're gonna really do here is left foot to the floor. Bring that right leg, chop it over, and get your hip to go over her hip. Left foot on the ground, hip up, but bring your hip over her leg this way. Then so bring your hip up, bring your butt off the ground, and then push your hip this way. And hold on to the arm. But you only bring it up because you want to push that way, so you don't need to bring her up. Start backing up and trying to pass there. And then you're just gonna do that. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. But try, Lisa, try to pass normal. He's gonna try to do that. You see how hard it is to defend. Go ahead, it's not gonna let you. Do anything you want. If you trap that leg, you need to drop that foot outside before, yes. Before she can lift that leg. And I shoot that sweep all the time, that's just everybody else.
Yeah, that's really hard to fight when you're in the guard and they're just moving you around, pretty much moving your base around.
Do it again, go. Lisa has good base. Don't let him do it.
I've never been a fan of it.
As soon as the hand comes back, it's a cross grip. Look, cross grip, right hand, cross grip, the bottom hand. It's easy to go to that side, so bring your hip to that side, and now you sit up to your left.
Okay, so no this Friday.
Yeah.
Or then following Friday.
Correct.
Send your hip. Every time they retract that hand, that's the side you're gonna go.
Okay.
And cross grip it right away. So she has both hands in front. She needs one to start backing up and push her hip. When she bring it back, cross grip that hand.
Her mom was telling me she had like those.
Yeah, but you see how you sit, but you don't use your hip? Bring your hip that way, extend your hip, close your guard, extend your hip. Bring your hip to the side, now sit up. What? You're losing half of your power when you open your leg like this. If you open your leg, you need to do that.
She almost fell.
You need to hit with that leg. Otherwise, close and you just bring it there. You either use foot on the ground and elevate to make the person come up, or you just extend because you have the strength there to do it. Go ahead, do it again.
Okay.
Forward movement.
I know, but if you want to learn how to do those sitting positions, you gotta get
Yeah,
really
no, I
good
like
at
that.
that. And it makes it really hard for her to stand up. Because that posting leg on the outside, if you're posted really tight to her shin, push your left foot really tight to her shin. Try to stand up. And now cut your bottom on top leg, top of her like that. Like, don't reach too high, even low, right there. Come up there.
That's awesome.
Now grab the opposite right hand. Right hand. Sorry, left hand you can grab here. Left hand, and grab right hand pant leg. Same sweep. Bring it up. Kick it. On. Yeah, all those sweeps. That's what we're always doing. It's so easy once you learn how to kind of balance and use your legs to elevate and use as leverage. It becomes really hard for the person to open your palm. Go, lock that up. Sometimes make her really hard to stand up. Sometimes you can use your legs to do that. You don't have to open them. Suck in each your chaps.
Yeah, the wedding. Yeah, I was like overdosed on
It's not
that.
working. Yeah, now. Yeah,
We
and
tested
close.
and it was negative. It was
Just hip side to side, cross
it could
grip.
have been from that. It could have been from our wedding.
Yeah, make her wonder where. Yeah, extend your hip. Now come on, perfect. You see, when you start playing like that, if she, oh, I beat you here, and then she thinks she's safe, then suck it in, she goes.
Yeah, just the side to
really
side
hard
is
to
very
fight.
confusing because you're like,
But to do that, dude, you need really strong hip flexors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of those. My favorite stuff. Because that's exactly where you're gonna run out
Really well. The rest
when
of
you
it,
hip flex, and it's the worst thing in a match when you feel that your legs,
20 minutes.
they're trying to hold it back down. You just don't have power here.
Yeah. We want to develop a really strong guard, so I think this is just crucial for that.
It's gonna be, but I'm telling you, like, if you learn how to do that well, even on dock, he's gonna be like always. I just don't want him always to feel that he can just stand up if he wants. He shouldn't. I don't want you to stand up. You're gonna have to really fight to stand up. And people nowadays just don't do any of that, so they're not really working with that leverage distribution. And I think learning that is another way of your brain of discovering different leverage. Because why not use it? Like, why go to another position when there's so many things you can do before you have got here? You know, going to like a reader, going to freaking what's it, crab guard, whatever. It should drive me insane. That girl was so good. She was my student for like 7 years, and she would go in a tournament and she'd be killing at the gym, doing everything bad, like bread and butter. Get in the tournament, she's like upside down, trying to do a knee bar for like 15 minutes, and then she loses because the girl literally fell on her side mount. And I'm like, Rita, what are you doing? Oh, but I like those positions, they're so cool. Damn. Okay, so get her on a butterfly. Let's see what happens now, because that's different size now. So you're gonna fight same way Amanda was fighting, hand on hand. When you try to go in, she's gonna try to go up. So remember, real low with him. Go because the Rottweiler's loose over here on the mat. We gotta get out right away. 2 minutes, we'll be done. Rottweiler loose. Woo. Woo. Keep it tight. You're gonna come up. You're gonna come up. Use your hand. Hip it, hip, hip, hip. Screaming and I cut it. I know it feels like, oh, I got some, but you can still do this. Like you gotta train, like judo guys train themselves to open the kimono and do that, because sometimes you're gonna go for a throw and you throw in the guy and you let it go of the hand, and the guy's instinctively always doing this, so he turns midair. He never thought he could do it, but because the guy let go again the last second, and you're always doing this to defend, his body turned the hip. So involuntarily, you can still turn. So when you feel that you, like this, just let go of whatever you have and just turn your hip. Try more. But it's hard doing somebody much stronger than you. Go. And Shung's annoying. With his feet. Tight, tight. Squeeze your knee tight. Bring your knee close to his leg. Yes. Make everything harder for him not getting leverage on you. Tight. Squeeze your knees. Bring it down. Go down. Squeeze your knees. Stay in a half guard. That's it. Now fight for the underhook there. Hip it. Hip it. Yeah. Make it hard. Squeeze your knees tight. Bring it on top. Nah, you needed your hips together. You know what I mean? Like those positions, after a while, it's gonna feel like I can never pass, but every